Welcome back, everyone, to yet another Onward VRML 3 cast. I am your host, TheSkyJoker, and today we are bringing you Blackwatch versus WorldWide Warriors. This is going to be an epic fight. WorldWide Warriors proving themselves to be a force to reckon with here in the bronze levels. Blackwatch coming out of Season 10, pretty strong, working their way up. I believe with the current ranking, how it is today, they are up in the gold standard. WorldWide Warriors coming in, new rookies from the bronze level. Really going to be interested to see how these two teams match up against one another. And it looks like WorldWide Warriors is going to be bringing in a couple of reservists. Iravati, an old Brothers-in-Arms player, and the Gentleman, an up-and-coming rookie from HFA, the winners of the Orb tournament. Going to be interesting. See how that dynamic plays out. Go ahead and take a look at these bands. Blackwatch, a more, I would say, predictable band, as I know historically they prefer not to play it. They're not very good at it. They don't like it. They are coming out with the Band of Downfall. Just one of those maps that if you're not good at, you're terrible at. And it's really easy to get picked off and not be effective here. So not surprising there. WorldWide Warriors coming out with one of the more, I would say, tedious, maybe a little bit more complex maps to play efficiently. So I understand why they're banning it. Also, historically, Blackwatch has been very good at it. They are coming out with the ban of Bazaar. One of my personal favorite maps, and possibly part of the reason why Blackwatch has historically been really good at it. It was one of the focuses that we put a lot of effort to back when I was the co-captain and we made plans. So, unsurprising that WorldWide Warriors, either maybe they are just weak on it or they did their homework and know that Blackwatch is good on it. Either way, that is our bands coming out here today. And for our first map coming out onto the battlefield, we have, again, one of the most played maps in my casting so far. I don't know if I've casted a single match that hasn't played this. It's going to be Quarantine. A great map of varying battles with a couple long range, a lot of mid range, and even a mix of short range. A great map all around, very balanced, and just so many different ways to play. So, let's go ahead and hop into the gameplay view to take a quick look around while we wait everybody to hop in to the lobby. So far, on the side of Blackwatch, we do have a full team. Cash Crazy, the team captain. Noto now, I believe, the current co-captain. Actually, I believe it is Brandon J1S is the current co-captain. So Cash Crazy and Brandon J1S, the two captains. Noto now coming in, Wet the Block coming in, and Silverfire, a more recent pickup. I believe the most recent out of the current roster that is playing, at least. They did just pick up Nomad, another not quite rookie, as he did come as well from Season 10, so a newer player. And then on the side of WorldWide Warriors, we have Magnet81. Again, Iravati, the reservist from the old Brothers-in-Arms from last season. Little Leo and the Gentleman once again from HFA. We are waiting for the 5th from WorldWide Warriors. So while we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the map here. Let me just pop right in. Alright, so as you can see, we are starting with the east objective in the far building over there. We'll go ahead and turn around and take a quick look at this building. Again, thank you all for joining us here today to witness this action. For anybody new to Onward, this is a 5v5 milsim tactical shooter played in the virtual reality environment. The idea here is that the blue team attacking Marsoc is tasked with getting to this objective, the satellite uplink, and typing in a 7-digit code. We'll go ahead and do a close-up of this here. This rotating satellite dish. And they have to pull out their tablet and type in that code. It changes every round. It is always randomized and different. So the idea is to have it memorized. The enemy team, the Volk, orange, red, whichever you prefer team, is tasked with defending it. If either team kills the other, they receive 1 point. If the team attacking gets on the objective, types in the code, and does what we call a cap, or capturing the objective, they receive 2 points. Taking a quick overview of the map here. One of my absolute favorites to look at, just really aesthetically pleasing, and it really gives you another perspective of the VR environment. One thing to note here, the connoisseur votes coming out for these two teams. As I say, that Hazel Rain has hopped in, so all teams, or all players of the teams are in the lobby, so this could get started at any moment. But taking a look here at the connoisseur rankings, again, another landslide victory being predicted here, with 87 favoring Blackwatch and only 10 favoring the likes of WorldWide Warriors. But there is going to be a little hitch here with Iravati and the Gentleman coming in. That's going to affect the dynamic of WorldWide Warriors, and I feel like that might upset the predictions here of Blackwatch winning so decisively. But we do not have to wait too long to find out, as we are hopping into round number 1 right now.
Third story, or
I'm gonna see if I can try to pull across.
Oh man, folks, we're actually going to be able to hear what the players are saying today. The little victories. And we are underway to the 6-minute round. A 2-3 split coming out of Blackwatch. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at how they're doing this. We got Cash Crazy leading the assault with Wet the Block and Noto now over here. Cash Crazy is actually going to break off a little bit into the center burning area and leave the other two, turning this into a 2-2-1 split with Brandon J1S and Silverfire holding up the north. The two LMG users of Blackwatch going to be bounding together. I expect them to get some vantage points here. Brandon J1S is probably going to stay over here in the north roof. Silverfire going to flank, and they're going to get some nice suppressive fire onto the objective. You see Brandon J1S actually putting down his tablet there. This is going to be his position. And actually, he's bringing in, a marksman rifle with the EBR. An unusual shift here. Curious to see the dynamic, how it's going to change. Silverfire bringing in the usual LMG with the 4X. Going to provide some nice suppression. Take a look at Cash Crazy.
Anybody got any movement yet?
Kind of quarterbacking the team. Looks like they're going to try and wait for some early picks before they make any moves. But the defense is holding really tight, really tucked in. Not going to make it easy. They are fully expecting an aggressive defense, and it is just not going to happen. Let's take a look at Iravati's position. A really common position, but not the easiest to deal with. The Gentleman taking up position right under him. Gonna be good for some follow-up refrags if needed. And Noto now.
Do we have tank court clear? Like,
If he opts to rotate down in the dunes, he's going to be the one to run into that. And the offense, if you look at this overhead, is just at a stalemate here. Almost a blockade looking for these picks. They were fully expecting some aggressive flankers. They're just not going to come out. Let's take a look at Noto. Who's going to be the start of the assault here. As he runs into Iravati and the Gentleman with no support currently.
Getting over here.
So now preparing to engage the skeleton 3-story building. Ooh, narrowly missing bodies. The Gentleman might get peeky here.
Right side.
Noto now is not going to be prepared for him down there. We're going to have to split our attention here as the north is moving up as well. Let the block looking for the Gentleman. But the Gentleman coming out on top. Noto now swinging on Gentleman, finds the down, but not the full kill.
Third story. I think he's going down the stairs of the third.
We're gonna have to split our attention here. Let's move on over to Silverfire to see how he's dealing with Motel. Looking for Magnet.
One in apartments.
Call outs coming out. The offense slowly but surely finding them all out. Cash Crazy with the side angle, picking up Iravati. Silverfire still looking for Magnet here. Magnet with the return fire. As Silverfire ducks back down. Shots from Noto onto Little Leo right on objective. Cash Crazy getting ready to aggro this. 90 seconds on the clock. Smokes now on the objective. As you can see, Blackwatch is preparing to enclose Silverfire and Brandon a little far out here to support, but Cash Crazy picking up Magnet on the rotation. Noto now is pushing in. We're gonna have to get up close to the objective here as we watch how this unfolds. Noto is definitely getting called out here, but he is right on objective. He is pulling Tablet out. Hazel Rain is not picking out. Lil Leo's not picking out. And Blackwatch gets the kill. Noto now with the quick fingers. Punches in the code. Blackwatch. Famous for their aggressive capping tactics. Pull it off in round 1, bringing in 2 points for the home team. Wow. You know, I wasn't sure it would go that way. The defense, they had the angles. They were patient enough. They were in their positions. The attack seemed a little bit slow, but it sped up towards the end. And, I mean, Noto now sneaking on in. The defense just too scared to poke out. And I don't know if the Gentleman was calling him out, or if he could see what was happening. But he definitely should have been making those call-outs and preparing the defense for a push-in like that. What a beautiful start to the series. That was amazing teamwork. Cash Crazy gigging a nice side angle onto Iravati to allow Noto to push up. It was just beautiful. And then Cash Crazy picking off Magnet in the rotation. Silverfire and Brandon J1S on the sides ready for the suppression. It was a great setup all around. And we are hopping into round 2. I'm going to make sure we hop into the full screen gameplay view so nobody freaks out and has to squint past the overlay. as we hop into round number 2.
Yeah, nicely.
That was
done,
beautiful.
Yoshi. Gorgeous.
Thank you. I helped. Shooting.
And the defense spreads out. We'll see how that compares to the defense brought out from Worldwide Warriors. The offense pulling up a firing squad onto Cash Crazy. Not quite finding their mark, though, as he ducks behind cover. And this offense is proving much more aggressive and pinpoint than the last one we saw. All of them opting to take almost the same approach. The pre-fire into the smoke comes out. Cash Crazy just kind of baiting some shots here. Gentleman putting a lot of resources into it. And now he's just going to hold. Gonna hold this line, make sure nobody crosses. They can't be sure if that nobody crossed in the south, so they're gonna have to use up a little bit of time and energy to clear this out. D4 not finding anybody. We're gonna have to hop onto Noto real quick. Free fire comes out, not finding anybody. He heard the footsteps, but he wasn't quite sure how close they were. Cash Crazy picking up the gentleman over on the side. Take a look at those shots. Iravati looking for Noto. Noto swings on Magnet.
There's another in Embassy.
Also looking for Leo. Gets the call out very quickly. Smoke comes out. Lil Leo gonna rotate off of this now. Noto has all the support from Wet the Block too. But Iravati picks up Brandon from the side. Hazel and Vadi in a really good flanking position. It's down to a 3v4. And they pick up Noto now due to a 3-3. Silverfire really off objective. He's got to be thinking about a rotation here in case more defenders get picked off. Wet the Block picking up Iravati. Cash Crazy looking for Leo. Silverfire looking for the supporting angle, but is very far off. Down to just Hazel and Leo now. And the shots from Cash pick up Leo. Down to just Hazel Rain. The first. Silverfire definitely picked up on this rotation.
Is he at the motel?
Hazel Rain talks to nobody. Realizes he's dead. And now it is just him and his AUG to win the round. Might find Wet the Block, but Wet the Block swings and picks up Hazel, bringing this up to a 3-0 as we get the home point, or the home team another point. Blackwatch showing that they are a force to reckon with, even with the extra firepower from the reservists. As we hop on, ooh, we're going to the new objective here, folks. I'm glad to see that we're getting this objective quite a bit. It being new, always a good thing to witness how teams adapt to new things, new objectives, new maps. So let's drop a camera to make sure we don't miss any important details. And let us throw up that gameplay view. Again, ensuring we don't forget the scoreboard or the overlay, and to ensure that we see all of these numbers rise throughout the maps and showcase the players that are coming out onto the field today. We got a nice even, or relatively even spread of the kills on Worldwide Warriors. Blackwatch with Cash Crazy leading the round 4-0, leading the map, proving himself to be a dangerous adversary for Worldwide Warriors to deal with. Worldwide Warriors are going to have to adapt to the aggression that Blackwatch brings to the objective. We'll see if they can manage to do just that. Go ahead and take a little overview of this new objective. It's pretty far out in the open. Not the easiest to get to. A lot of crosses, one of which being a guy in this corner can basically cover the whole objective. So, a very easy one to defend, but not easy to rotate out of your defensive spot. So if you're not in a good spot right off the bat, it's going to be a tough job to get out of it, especially with the offense getting north spawn here.
Let's get it. It's hunting season.
It's hunting season. Hunting for warriors, as Cash Crazy is putting it. Moving up to the north rooftop as we move into a 2-1-2 split once again. Blackwatch's kind of signature move here. Cash Crazy, I believe the main capper, going up the center. We'll have to keep a close eye on him to see how far he gets and how quickly he moves up. Noto having capped the last round, or the last Marsoc round. We'll see if he has the same idea this round, coming in from the west. He's going to have a lot to deal with here. Iravati peeking out that window. A tough position to deal with if you don't know to check it. Noto looking at the doorway, a more common position. We're going to drop a camera here, as I know we're going to have to return to this if we turn our attention somewhere else. Iravati just holding tight on that window, but Noto picking up Hazel.
One's first floor hospital, right side.
I don't think he knows that he got Hazel. He makes the call out that there's someone there, not that he got a kill. So it could prove an inaccurate kill count coming up here. I want to take a quick look at Little Leo and what he's looking at, as what the block might expose himself to Leo's position here soon. But Iravati picks up Noto in the long run. Again, a position that if you don't know to look for is going to be really hard to deal with. Down to a 4-4. Take a quick look at the overhead. Blackwatch a little splintered. The new objective proving itself to be new. I mean, it doesn't look like Blackwatch is fully practiced in this approach, as they are not in a nice in-sync line that they were in last time. But the block gonna come through the same angle Noto just came from. Everybody looking for some more blood to spill. Go ahead and take a look at Brandon J1S's position. Looking for the marksman shot on any defenders by the white car. Wet the block. Looking for Leo in the center. Take a look at Leo as he prones and hides from the shot. Definitely being called out here. Gonna have to be very careful. Cash Crazy preparing his assault. Lots of background noise. He's gonna have to be careful with that.
Yeah, we lost one, but we're still good. We still have north over there. You can north, make your way around.
You have a really long flank coming out from Silverfire in the east. He's gonna have to deal with Magnet out in the dune. As I say that, Magnet actually takes some shots out. Iravati now going for what the block.
He got across the gas. He got across the gas.
Shots from Cash Crazy onto the objective area. Iravati rotating. I don't know if what the block's going to be ready for it. Shots from Cash, I believe, onto Magnet's area. Again, drop a camera just in case here. Brandon looking for a Gentleman, but Gentleman comes out on top. What the Block looking for Vadi. And Gentleman picking up Silverfire in the far east. They are just picking apart this attack. Crash Crazy getting aggressive. What the Block going in for a pinch. Magnet picking up Cash. And Iravati picking up What the Block. Worldwide Warriors successfully defending the objective. Like I said, just a lot of long crosses that Blackwatch have to get through. And without any suppressive fire and smoke, that was a really tall ask. But now, Worldwide Warriors is going to have to do the same thing that Blackwatch just tried to do. So we'll see if they're a little bit more efficient in getting to the objective or not. As we prepare for round number 3, what's everyone's predictions here? As we are about to witness what could be the last round of this map, and a win of map 1 for the series of Blackwatch, or for Blackwatch, putting him up on the high heels. The connoisseurs still smiling a little bit here. Blackwatch still have a nice lead, and they're on the defense for an objective that is pretty defendable, like I said earlier. Worldwide Warriors are going to have to find a way through. Once again, let's hop in to the gameplay view and take a look at the leaderboard. And there's the beep bop boops of the round start timer. Let's go ahead and throw that alert up there. Hopping into round number 3.
Click spawn.
Worldwide Warriors coming out with a very fast spawn here. And it looks like they're going to exploit the full advantage of a quick spawn and get aggressive. Will Blackwatch be prepared for such an aggressive strategy? Lasers coming out, looking for the early shots onto any defenders. Brandon J1S instantly picking up Hazel Rain. And the spawn has now been called out. Magnet taking up an interesting position way up on impact. The Gentleman gonna have to deal with Silverfire and Cash Crazy. Oh, and Cash Crazy with the nice double peek taking out the Gentleman. Down to a 3v5. Magnet looking for Wet the Block from way up on the impact building. Take a quick look at Magnet's perspective here. Not using a long-range sight, just coming out with the SA-80 holographic. Providing all the suppression that he has to muster. Already going through one drum mag. Little Leo gonna get aggressive. They have plenty of time to get back in coordination and in sync, but against 5 defenders with only 3 of them, not gonna be any easy ask. Brandon J1S almost picking up one on the cross, not quite connecting his shot though. And Wet the Block picks up Little Leo. Getting too aggressive. Down to just Iravati and Magnet now. And the shots onto the smoke don't pick up anybody. Cash Crazy picks up Magnet on the other side of the garage building. Down to just body. Everybody checks his tablet, realizing those might have been confirmation shots. And he now knows he's all alone. Note, any new players or new viewers, the players do not see these red outlines you are seeing. This is just for the viewing experience as Vadi picks up Cash Crazy. And then runs right into Wet the Blocks line, finishing out the map 1 for Blackwatch. Wow. What a start to the series. Blackwatch showing why they have been given the rank that they were given here in Season 11. Coming out strong, the Season 10 Hiatus 10 champions. Proving themselves once again here that they are a force and they are here to win. This is going to prove to be an interesting series. Let's see what map we hop into. Suburbia. A very, very common map amongst new teams. It's just, I don't know. It is one of my personal favorite maps, to be honest. I do enjoy the likes of Suburbia. It has variety while not being too complicated. It is a simpler map. I'll give it that, but there is a lot of things that you can do on it. You can play passive, you can play aggressive, you can flank, you can do basically anything on it. I am, however, not a fan of these new objectives, i.e. the very first objective that is coming out here today on this Humvee. Go ahead and get these team names in. I am not a fan of playing this map sideways. It does, I will admit, provide some new and dynamic firefights, also bringing out positions played that you normally wouldn't see on Suburbia. However, I just do not think that by design this map should be played this way. But to each his own. We are moving on to map number 2 as we await round number 1 here. It looks like Blackwatch, which I just messed up the team name, might be rotating one out, or we might have had a drop. Hopefully, either way, it does not take up too much time. As we go ahead and throw Suburbia up onto the scoreboard here, so we can keep track of the amazing plays that come out here and keep the points tallied. We'll drop some nice handy-dandy cameras, again, so we miss none of the action. Let's go ahead and hop into the gameplay view so we can take a look at the objective here. Being, again, by this Humvee, a relatively capable objective, as it does have cover, it does have rotations that are hidden that you can make onto the objective. I'm highly anticipating a Blackwatch cap here in the next round. WorldWide Warriors may even pull one out themselves. Drop your predictions in the chat, and let's see how psychic y'all are. Looks like we're still waiting for the 5th from Blackwatch. I'm going to go ahead and ensure that nothing is going on here. I hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. We have some pretty good matches coming out that will hopefully get casted. Go ahead and take a look at these upcomings over the weekend here. Some notable matches. One that's actually already been picked up for a cast, Murphy's Maniacs versus Prestige. Prestige being another one of those up-and-coming teams. Murphy's Maniacs, a very well-known, low-ranked team. That's going to be a really good one to watch. Make sure you tune into that at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Looks like we also have OJC versus Error 404 coming out at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. That's also going to be a notable one to watch. It looks like we did have a rotation. Floral Chase coming in for the likes of Blackwatch. Interesting decision. Who did they bring out? They brought out Silverfire for Floral.
Jump on the smoke. Cover
We'll
the
see
smoke.
how that plays in to their gameplay.
If it's a frag grenade, Castle jump on it to save us.
Hopping into round number 1. Make sure the scoreboard is down, which it is. So no action will be missed. The pre-fire that Suburbia is so famous for coming out here. No shots landing. Brandon J1S being the furthest from objective over here. With the reloads, the gentleman picking up Floral right off the bat here. But the block looking for the refrag and get picked up by Iravati. But Noto picking up the gentleman. Through the fence, I believe. Now down to 3v4. Lots of pre-fire through the hedges and smoke coming out. Brandon J1S getting surrounded here. Trades with Iravati with the quick turnaround. Down to 2.5 B3. Brandon J1S not in a good position to get revived. And the action slows down a little bit here. We're going to have to keep an eye on Magnet and Hazel. We're going to poke out from the long angle. If Cash Crazy isn't careful, he could be exposed to this. Here's the smoke. He goes for shots onto Hazel. Doesn't quite land him.
One crossing across the street trying to get behind us.
Gonna have to deal with Magnet. The grenade comes out. Doesn't quite land on its mark. Little Leo with the confirm. Noto now aware of Leo. Trickling his way up to him. Ooh, Magnet almost picking off Cash, but Noto with the support. Down to a 2-2. Lots of pre-fire through the fence, not finding anybody. Little Leo just tucking in hard. Leo might get these shots through the fence, though, if Noto isn't careful. Hazel going for the back of Noto. Now Cash Crazy getting aggressive, looking for him. And Hazel Rain pokes out, picking up Cash Crazy. A really good pinch maneuver from WorldWide Warriors. A great way to answer back from map 1 as we give them a much-deserved point. That was a really good attack. Blackwatch proving, I would say, a little less knowledgeable in the defense of this objective. Got caught out in some really tricky positions. And WorldWide Warriors did a really good job at exploiting that. Let's see how successful Blackwatch is in the attack, though. As I said, this is a pretty tappable objective, and as you saw, a pretty surroundable objective if you manage to get across the street. I believe that is what doomed Blackwatch. Allowing Hazel to get across that street was absolutely fatal. Let's go ahead and hop into that gameplay view and take a look at the scoreboard while also maintaining some full screen action here. Get y'all a little bit of a darker background so you can see it clearer. But we cannot delay too long. As you hear in the background, the countdown timer is making its noise into round number 2.
Okay, there you go.
Take a look
Yeah, stop running.
at how the attackers are going to take on this objective. Ooh, drum mags being passed around. That's going to provide a lot of suppression, along with floral chase with the box mag. This is going to be interesting. The defense getting pretty aggressive here. Irvadi maintaining a similar position to Brandon in the last round. Gentleman picking up Noto. Floral chase. Looking for some suppression kills. Magnet picking up Brandon. Irvadi picking up Floral with the return suppression. Also through the hedges. Actually, might have gotten him right in this line here. Looking, also picks up Cash Crazy. Down to just wet the block. Blackwatch struggling to gain traction on this map. Missing the gentleman. Flashbang comes out. Might have caught block. And the gentleman gets aggressive and pushes. Securing the second point for Worldwide Warriors. Worldwide Warriors showing us exactly why they picked this map to take Blackwatch to. They are a force of their own here in the pre-fire lanes and the CQB aspect of Suburbia. As we move on to the next objective here, we've got the red car OBJ. Go ahead and drop a camera here. A much more known and veteran objective. We'll see how the dynamic changes for both teams and if Blackwatch can show their strengths here once again. Hopping in to the gameplay of round number 3.
The enemy is
Don't get shot, guys.
Preparing for the pre-fire here. The gentleman also going to be on this lane. Pre-fire's not finding anybody just yet. Pre-fire comes to a conclusion. Still 5 up on both teams. Brandon almost finding the gentleman here.
There's one in that little concrete spot they like lean for.
All out to come out. Brandon J1S just staying tucked. Doesn't want to engage. Iravati picking up Cash Crazy. The offense now going to have to deal with wet and floral on these porches. Not going to be an easy app. Hazel Rain. I'm sorry, Magnet picking up Noto. Only downing him down in the backyard over there. And Wet the Block is effectively surrounded. The gentleman picking up Brandon. Wet the Block picking up Gentleman. Also picking up Magnet. A great crossing of angles here. Floral Chase with the assist. But Irabadi's making the cross. Now gonna have to be dealt with here. We'll let the block be ready for Hazel Reigns. Oh, but he peeks out too far. Irabadi picking him up. Down to just Floral Chase, who doesn't want to get capped on. He's gonna poke out for Ira, picks him up.
Got him.
He doesn't realize he's alone here and almost exposed himself to Hazel. He needs to realize that Hazel has picked off his fellow defender over there. And with gun down, he is caught. Hazel getting the final kill. WorldWide Warriors continuing their momentum here on Suburbia. Blackwatch just not able to deal with it. The connoisseurs might have an upset here. Blackwatch commandingly taking the first map, but are now down 0-3 here on Suburbia. Gonna be interesting to see if Blackwatch can organize themselves and mount a comeback. Blackwatch have always been decent at Suburbia. It's definitely not their best map, but they are decent. We took Ground Branch to it, or Ground Branch took us to it in the Season 10 hiatus, and we ended up beating them, it being the final map of the series. And throughout Season 10, we were brought to it a few times, and proven ourselves to be pretty good at it. WorldWide Warriors just showing their force. Of course, we do have to remember Blackwatch is currently in almost a brand new roster, so that does affect how the maps are played. But I digress as we hop in to round number 4 here of map 2. Gentleman picks up Floral with the pre-fire. Down to a 4v5 within the first few seconds of the round. Always a gamble to challenge that pre-fire lane. Axe slowing down. You can tell Blackwatch is toning it down, focusing on their strengths, and going back to the basics of their strategy. The smoke comes out to objective. Quick look at the overhead map here. Crazy inching his way towards Body's position. What the block picking up Hazel on the other side. Here Body picking up Cash Crazy in a quick peek up. No toe with the frag grenade. Way too far to get Irabadi. Down to a 3v4 now.
No, I was just wondering, are they coming from number 3?
Callouts still coming out. The offense just taking some pop shots onto the defense. The defense staying tucked in. Magnet coming to back up Little Leo. Gets picked up. The Gentleman and Noto trading over on lane number 3 at the same time. Down to a 2.5v2. Irvadi and Little Leo have a decent hold on the objective with some crossing angles. The gentleman not in a good position to be picked up.
Maybe Jay's good.
Brandon J1S really exposed to Leo's position. Irvadi picking up what the block. Getting really aggressive. If Little Leo pokes up, though, right here while Brandon J1S is suppressing, but he opts not to. He stays tucked in. Brandon definitely is unaware of Leo's position. And is now aware that he is all alone. 0-3 on the scoreboard. With 3 minutes left on the clock. 2 defenders to take care of. Gonna be a tough ask here. Will he confirm gentleman's body? Looks like he's gonna not give away his position by shooting it. Irvadi, well aware that he was on the gentleman's body, as the gentleman was probably flicking his radio to let his fellow defenders know that there was an enemy right on top of them. WorldWide Warriors taking another point as we immediately hop into the next map, as you see, being Subway. An interesting choice to bring WorldWide Warriors to another close-range map here, as they just took Suburbia from them. I feel maybe Blackwatch is a bit more confident in their ability to sync up on the multiple levels that Subway brings. We'll see if that holds true or not. If you're casting the type, you can get these team names up efficiently. And there we go. And our first objective is going to be the middle platform objective. Not my favorite objective on the map, but nevertheless, the whole map in general being a fun one to play. Looks like we have another rotation coming out from Blackwatch here. So we'll go ahead and wait to see how that changes that dynamic. Maybe they're bringing back Silverfire. They kept Floral in, so we'll see how that turns out. While we wait, what does everybody in chat think? Bringing this to Subway, good idea, bad idea? Will Blackwatch be shown that this was not the map that they have the advantage on? Looks like Silverfire has returned to the battle here. Noto now opting to sit this map out, it seems. Let's go ahead and hop into the gameplay view to make sure that we don't miss any of the action once it starts to unfold. As we take a look around again at this middle platform objective, capable from behind the Fizzy Kook machine as well as behind this map. Gonna be very interested to see if Blackwatch manages to exploit those openings here as we hop in to round number 1. See how the defense chooses to hold this. Magnet taking a relatively common position out here in the back of this subway rail tunnel. Interestingly enough, the offense is not taking the lower tunnel. Cash Crazy gonna challenge Iravati here in the north. If Iravati gets a little antsy and pokes out, it will spell his doom. Hazel Rain picking up Floral over in the south. Cash Crazy making a lot of noise. Iravati's definitely gonna hear this. And the trade comes out. A lot just happened at the same time. Wet the Block also going down in a trade against the Gentleman. Hazel Rain picking up Floral.
You wanna come crawl up and revive me? I can lean down. It's clear.
The Gentleman in a great position to get revived. Wet the Block gonna get confirmed. Now down to just Silverfire and Brandon J1S. They might actually not confirm Wet the Block here. Brandon J1S picking up Leo, picking up the Gentleman. Magnet reviving Body. Brandon picking up Hazel. The three right on Wet the Block's body. And they are now gonna rotate and possibly revive their teammate over on the south stairs. But leaving two unconfirmed bodies behind. Take a look. Magnet here gonna get another revive, possibly. Iravati going for an aggressive push back towards objective.
Nope, wrong body. No, I don't have anything.
And the revive comes out. They're gonna have to confirm Hazel Rain and Leo, though. And the knife confirm comes out. Looting of the bodies, another confirm with the knife, just to be sure. Down to a 3v2.5 here, with 3 minutes on the clock. Blackwatch do have the numbers advantage, but they're all coming from the same direction. What the Block might want to consider rotating to get the pinch on the other side. Silverfire picked up an enemy weapon. Interesting decision, I believe, because he has the 4X, maybe? No, he has the same sight on his LMG. Maybe a way to confuse the enemy. Two minutes on the clock. A botch smoke doesn't quite make it to his intended target. Gotta wonder what the kill counts for both teams are. How accurate or how far off. Oh, Iravati picks up Wet the Block and Silverfire. Silver misses his shots for the refrag. Now down to just Brandon. With 90 seconds on the clock. A tough pickup. Brandon misses his shots onto Iravati. Iravati somehow surviving this onslaught, and Magnet getting the side angle. Picking up another point for Worldwide Warriors. Blackwatch looking a little upset here. They're going to need some redemption, as they have 5 points given up and going unanswered here. They're going to have to sit back, take a look at what they're doing, and adjust accordingly, as they now move to the bulk defense of the middle platform objective that they just tried to attack. We do have lots of predictions coming out in chat. We'll see who turns out to be correct and who turns out to be wrong. My money is still on the Blackwatch boys, but Worldwide Warriors proving themselves again that they are not going to be easily outmatched. Bearing in mind that 2 of them are reservists and not actual members of the team. The gentleman in Iravati. And there's the countdown timer, bringing us right into round number 2 here. And 6 minutes coming up on the clock. Let's see what kind of spirits Blackwatch is in. We hear laughter, we hear talking, we hear happy.
No, you're just gonna cover this tunnel.
They are in good spirits. The morale is not broken.
Okay.
You're covering
This
the tunnel.
is what we want to
That's what I was
see
double-checking.
out here
Don't let any
in the Onward VRML.
Yep.
Push coming out here in the tunnels. Gonna go unchallenged. Quick look at Silverfire here. Waiting for them to poke out this door. Cash Crazy with the supporting angle. But they are gonna go for the basement stairs instead. Oh, what the block about to run into 2 of them. Or 2 of them about to run into him. He is laser focused on this exit. Oh, he peeks. Ooh. This is going to be a tough ask if he gets behind the machine at the wrong time, but he picks up Hazel.
2 horseshoe.
Hazel missing the pre-fire. Almost picks up Magnet as well. He backs up the grenade, getting a little too close for comfort. Flashbang doesn't quite hit him. Oh, but Magnet runs out and makes it across.
He's in the middle of horseshoe, I think.
Quick look at Magnet's perspective. He might get swung on by Floral. Cash Crazy looking for it, and he finds it. The gentleman picking up Floral. Over in the yellow room, Iravati now getting aggressive here. Background noise giving him away. He does have a clacker in hand. Not sure where the C4 is, though. The gentleman picking up Brandon.
Hard to your right, he's on your right.
Oh, the C4 got disabled.
I hear voices by me in the tunnel.
Hard peek him on right, run.
And the trade. The gentleman picking up Cash Crazy after he takes the shots. Now down to just Wet the Block. Way off objective. The cap could come out here if they're fast enough, but Wet the Block is now on it. and he's not going to let it happen. Oh, the gentleman is actually capping. I stand corrected. He is on the objective, and he manages to get the cap with the block not pushing up fast enough. And Worldwide Warriors gain another 2 points. As we hop back into the scoreboard, a quick round, decisively taking out all the defenders, and my camera not quite being close enough to catch the beauty that was that cap coming out from the gentleman. A beautiful show of force once again from Worldwide Warriors. And reservists coming out here once again proving or showing up the connoisseurs, I should say. Go ahead and take a look at this scoreboard. Popping in to the gameplay view. We're moving into the North Stairs objective next. One of the favorites within Subway. Blackwatch definitely hoping for a cap here, as they need to work on evening things up. Code being memorized here.
Raise your hand wet, please.
I'm going with Brandon.
Only one's going north. You guys gotta go.
Yeah.
Pick a horseshoe.
Wet and I are going horseshoe.
Sounds like they are not going to focus the North Stairs push. An interesting decision, not common. Gentlemen in Erie, both of the reservists pushing mad aggressive towards the North Alley. Go ahead and brighten up the screen a little bit. Might help us see these pesky dark corners. We're gonna have to drop a camera here, as I know we're gonna have lots of split attention. Iravati, once again, just narrowly dodging some bullets. Not quite sure. A flare gun. Not something you ever see in the VRML. Not sure what the hope was out of that. Brandon getting aggressive here, looking for Iravati. Smoke comes out. Would have been a good flashbang. Goes right off the map here. Take a quick look at the rest of the gang. Ash Crazy and Floral making their way in the south. But we're gonna have to go back here, and the trade comes out.
Lost Brandon.
Now a full southern approach here. We'll see if any Blackwatch members opt to rotate. They pick up Hazel. Now gonna have to deal with more bisecting lines here. Magnet and Leo. Down to a 3v4. The gentleman is hyper-focused on the stairwell, expecting more attackers to come from there. 3.5 on the clock. They are taking their time, looking for the pick. Interesting smoke placement here. It's actually not going to cover either of the places that they need to cross from both sides here. It's only going to block them from one side. They do block the gentleman's view nicely, though, to keep him from supporting. If they had anybody up on North Stairs, this would be the time to send them. As the gentleman is distracted, Leo's gonna pick him up. While gentleman picks up Cash, wet the block looking for the refrag, doesn't get it. The gentleman picks him up. Down to just Silverfire in a 0-3 once again against 3 defenders. Silverfire picks up one. Down to just 2 enemies left. Looking for Magnet. And Magnet picks up his head. Worldwide Warriors. Bringing in the 4th point in the 2nd map of the series. Bringing in it 9-4. Coming out on top here. A beautiful, beautiful series for Worldwide Warriors. This could be the team to watch as we move on into the season here in the bronze level of things. Wow, what a matchup here. Blackwatch just couldn't quite gain their footing. After the first map, they looked really strong, but here in the close quarters, the gentleman and Iravati proving to be a very powerful asset. Wow, there's just not much to say. Worldwide Warriors taking it to the away team. I want to thank everybody once again for coming out here and viewing this on a more early cast for the NA side of things. Thank you to all of our sponsors who make this happen, who let us come out here. And once again, I will see y'all in the next cast.